Hey.
In Keena's kitchen.
Hey, everybody.
Make sure everybody else knows that we're live as well.
What's going on? Boy, do we have an interesting topic for y'all.
Tell them about it, see.
Now, it's an age-old topic, you know what I'm saying? But it's always so much feedback on this topic because the male point of view, of course, is a wide range of variety. And the female's point of view is definitely a wider range of variety. So
keep speaking.
We want to talk about, is it really possible for men to be 100% faithful? And not only that, but being that it is a two-part question, a lot of people are branching off into polygamous relationships, polygamous situations, because they feel as though just one won't do. They also feel as though being with multiple is easier to build. So we want to talk to the people and find out these two-part responses.
Right.
Can a man actually be 100% faithful? And how do you guys feel about polygamy, polyandry relationships? We are definitely interested to hear this feedback.
Yeah, so give us a minute because right now we need to actually try to figure out how I'm sharing this video. Hold on. Okay, here. Is this it? I thought we would be able to give this link. Let me see something.
Sit tight.
Sit tight. Seriously, family. Sit tight. Let me see something.
I'm going to be also looking over at my responses to my post because we had a lot of interesting commentary going on over there.
Facts. And still is.
Right.
Damn it. Hold on, family. Hold on. We have to figure this out. This is all going to be deleted at the end. I mean, you know, all this fronts, this beginning screw up is going to be deleted at the end. Let me see something. Okay. Here we go.
And we in there.
Hold on. Let me see. This might be it right here. Man. Okay. This it? Looks like it. Let's see. Looks like that does.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, let me just find us again. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Is this it right here? No, that's not it. Is this it? Here we go.
There we go.
Okay, we in here. Okay, we in here. Cece. You want to explain that again? I know you don't want to say that. Do you want to explain that again?
Say it again.
I know. That was a mouthful that she had just made mention. Like Cece is ill right now.
Okay, so basically, it's not a new topic. It's nothing new under the sun, but it's an age-old topic. But since we're in a new generation, it's the topic is still in effect. So the topic for the night is: can men be 100% faithful?
Can you?
And not only that, but it brings us to the second part of the question: is how do we feel about poly relationships, polymy and polyandry and polygamy?
Okay.
For a man to have multiple wives or girlfriends in the household, and as well as a female having multiple male partners or husbands in the household.
Mm-hmm.
Is it truly building, or is it just living out a fantasy? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People tend to have mixed reviews on it. Some people, it works for them. Others saying not so much. They're not feeling it. So we want to hear from y'all how y'all feel, family, about that. And we also going to share our point of view on the topic.
Facts. Because first of all, I'm just sharing this.
Yes.
First of all,
and don't get me wrong, men. I love you, kings, my brothers. I love you. We love you. Don't take it as a male bashing session, because it's not. But I must say, the reason why I posted the question was because I tend to hear all the females in my circle, almost everybody I know has had a boyfriend, father, fiance, husband, whatever, that has cheated on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I know no one's perfect. Everyone has different sets of problems. But out of the different sets of problems that everybody has in their relationship, cheating is prevalent in every single one of them. And it's 9 times out of 10 the man. So I want to just know, like, is it even possible? Is it in the male's DNA to keep it 100 with their partner? Or is it just something in a man that causes them to stray over time? Now, some of the males responded on my post that it is possible for a man. Some of the men said that it is possible for them to be faithful and loyal to one person. Not many. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of them that said, no, it's not true. All men are whores, or all of us are not perfect. I mean, none of us are perfect. Most men do cheat in some form or fashion. So I just want to know, like, how
is it in your blood?
Is it in the DNA? Is it in the genetic structure? Like, what is it?
I think this is a great topic for another male to be involved. You know what I mean? So therefore, we can be able to get these answers that's needed.
Should we invite another person to the?
I think so. Maybe you should grab one of those gentlemen that you had.
Let's see.
You know, that was on, because what had happened was that it's so crazy how things play out, right? Earlier today, I had a video regarding marriage relationships and how, you know, there's a lot of women and men sleeping with others who are married in a relationship, right? And, you know, during this, you know, as I'm making this video, Cece is having responses on her video from a couple of days ago. Yesterday, you made the video?
This morning.
Okay, her status. She made a status this morning. This status right here, of which we're speaking of right now.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just crazy, because it was just like we was in alignment with one another. It was just so ill. So it ties into actually my conversation that I had with you guys, well, my Facebook family earlier.
Yes.
You know, so what we want to do is, let me also see if I can get any gentlemen to be involved in this conversation.
And people are still reacting. I'm still getting notifications.
Okay.
I think this was posted yesterday. I'm still getting notifications about this post. Even to the point where some men are not wanting to really show face on the post. They come into the inbox and giving feedback. And that's fine. Some people want to be discreet in their commenting or whatever.
Okay.
But this is one of the issues. Like, why the secrecy? If you feel some kind of way, communicate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is part of what's going on in some of these relationships. The men want to go into the inbox versus being on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? They want to go to the background versus laying all the cards on the table with their significant other. So there have been 13 reactions. That's fairly low, you know, compared to some other some other reactions on other posts, but the commentary on the thread. We had a gentleman that said 100% faithful constitutes perfection, impossible for human beings. Of course, nobody's expecting anybody to be perfect. That wasn't the question. We all know that we are all imperfect. So by saying that, I mean, some things just go without being said. Like, none of us are perfect. We all know that. We all understand. But do you have to have perfection to be honest and loyal? That's the question.
Right.
No. You don't have to be perfect to be honest and loyal. All of us have flaws and imperfections and can still have the characteristic of honesty and loyalty. I'm not perfect. I consider myself a fairly honest person. I definitely consider myself a loyal person, whether that's a mate, a friend, whatever. Like, I don't just tell you what you want to hear. Sometimes you have to tell somebody what they need to hear. You know what I mean?
Right.
And even though I might not volunteer information all the time in my relationship, if you ask me a direct question, you're going to get a direct answer from me. You know what I mean?
And that's what it is. It's about communication.
Right.
A lot of people feel to communicate. A lot of people don't know how to communicate. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel as though screaming and yelling is part of their communication. A lot of people don't want to hear all that shit. I, for myself, like, I don't have any patience. So I can go from 0 to 100 real quick. Where's the communication at, Shakina? Speak your problems. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that goes on both tails. You know, it's just that we just need to be able to communicate. And
exactly,
that makes the relationship. If there's no communication, if there's no trust, if there's no love, there's nothing.
Nothing.
Especially communication.
A young lady jumped on the post and said the idea of being 100% faithful is amazing, but it depends on what your idea of faithful is. Now,
did you share this video on your page?
Oh no, I need to.
Because I tagged you in it, and these are your audience, so they should know this. I'm
definitely gonna do that. I don't care where you're from, what part of the map you was born on. Faithfulness is faithfulness. Like, I understand people might look at it differently.
This is faithful to me right now.
I'm going to tell you what faithfulness is to me. If I am yours and you are mine, sticking your private area, especially raw, unprotected, into another person, that's unfaithful. Putting your mouth on another person, that's unfaithful.
That's
sharing intimate moments and pillow talking with the next person, doing things, kissing, doing other inappropriate things that you would do with me, with someone else, that is unfaithful. So if you just think about anything that you feel like if it was done to you, it would be disrespect, then it's disrespectful to the person that you're with, period. And that alone should give a lot of people a little borderline to check themselves. Like, damn, if I was doing this, if my girl was doing this, what I'm doing right now with the next dude, how would I feel?
Right.
If you're cuffed up with a chick, you standing in between her legs, she's standing between your legs or whatever, and you think about the next dude and your old lady like that, and you feel some kind of way, then 9 times out of 10, it's not appropriate for you to be carrying on like that. It's just that simple. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you.
All day. All day. But people forget that. People be stuck in their feelings. And I don't know. This is really good. I'm sorry, family.
Yo, and can I just say, like, first of all, okay, I'm just gonna jump in there. Men always say they don't like to say certain things to hurt a woman's feelings. And that trips me out. Let me tell you why that trips me out. That trips me out because if you are doing inappropriate things or having inappropriate activities or behavior, that's gonna hurt your woman's feelings. So
you know it.
Getting caught later on, or you feeling like you're not going to get caught, or whatever the case may be, my thing is, whatever the issue is, if you don't talk about it, because not your girl is not a mind reader unless she's a clairvoyant and she was born and gifted with that. You know what I'm saying? You have to communicate everything. And I'm not just talking to the fellas, ladies too, because there are some ladies that have poor communication. You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like 85% of us, we're going to most likely tell a man what's on our mind. You know what I mean? If something is off, we're going to be like, yo, what's good with you? You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. We tend to communicate how we feeling in that manner.
A lot of us, I might want to...
We might not deliver it the way that it's supposed to be, but we do tend to communicate. A lot of men tend to keep certain things inside and bite the bullet like, I'm not going to say what's on my mind because shit might go left or whatever. But my thing is this. A young man said in my inbox that 9 times out of 10 men cheat because they're not getting something at home. They lacking something. Their girl is getting boring or, you know, whatever the case may be. And I feel like that's a little bit of a cop out because if you're not communicating with your shorty and she don't know that you feel this type of way, but you step outside the relationship to try to look for something that you feel like your girl's not doing versus telling your girl, that's an excuse. You know what I mean? Because your girl might not know exactly how you feel. Your girl might not know all of your wants and needs. And there's people that's been together for years that don't even know what their significant others' wants and needs are because what they thought it was all those years, something has changed or is something else. You know what I mean? And if it's not being communicated, you have to take that guesswork out, family. Like, don't make that other person guess. Tell them what's up. There's a lot of men that be like, oh, she ain't doing this right. She ain't putting it down on me right. She's not, you know, giving me sloppy toppy the way I want to. She's not doing whatever the case, whatever it is that she don't cook for me every day. And my side chick cook. Listen, but you're telling the side chick everything of what you should be telling the main chick. That's the problem.
Right. But we got to realize this too, that women, majority of women feel as though men are mind readers. Like, we feel as though these men are supposed to understand what our thoughts are just by our body language or, you know, just by, you know, an attitude we give. You know what I mean? A lot of the time, and it goes back on communication. A lot of the times we act off of our emotions, you know, and a man, there's a whole total different species. You know what I'm saying? Men, you guys are a whole total different species.
Visual and
so I
physical.
can't even I wouldn't feel you guys to understand us because we don't even understand you guys. You know what I'm saying? But if we was to communicate these things, you know, like for instance, I may want you to go out with me tonight. You may have already made plans with your boys and stuff. I may have wanted you to go out with me. I had this in my head for like maybe the past week or so. You know what I mean? So the day has approached, and you have already made plans with the fellas. You know, so I just come up and I'm, hey, babe, you know, we want to go to this dance with me and stuff. You know, the his and hers couples dance, you know, the night out or whatever. Oh, I already made plans. So now we cop a little funky ass attitude because we feel as though we should be priority. Fuck your plans.
Right.
But it can't work like that because they already have something going on, period. When bros goes. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like we have a problem. Females, we definitely have a problem. We have a problem with communicating a lot. Yeah, we will say what we want, but we say it out of our emotions, out of anger, or whatever the case may be. The majority of the time, we're not going to say, hey, I need you to act this way, because if you don't act this way, it's going to cause me to become this way. We need to be able to understand what the root of the problem is, period. You know what I mean? The root of the problem, majority, is because, number one, we think we know it all. Many of us, we think we know it. Other people do know a lot more than the fellas. We do. We're the different.
Okay. That's in our nature.
Yeah. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? And by right, you know, fellas, you gotta respect that. But at the end of the day, us ladies, we have to understand that these men do not read our mind. We give up the impression that You know, these men are supposed to know what we want, when we want, where we want it, and how we want it. It doesn't work like that. From the beginning of a relationship, we're supposed to lay down these things. You know what I'm saying? And then not only do we lay down these things, we will have to reiterate throughout the relationship, because men, you guys don't remember shit.
Mm-hmm. Some men have good
selective memory. Okay, very, very, very much so selective. And not only that, it's in your nature to forget. It's like, and not that you're forgetting, it's more so of you got other things that's, you know, that's broader in your face. You know what I mean? Not that you don't love your woman. It's not that neither. It's just that you are the male species.
Well, I can say for certain, there's some guys that I've dated that they remember everything from my favorite color to my birthday, my social security, and I can't even tell.
Well, that's great. They're supposed to know that.
I can't even tell you some dates. They don't know the date.
Yeah, but when we speak about his identity. If you're in a relationship, that nigga better know your identity, and I better know that motherfucker shit. Period. But when we go into our needs and our wants that causes us to be the emotional creature that we are today, you know what I mean? That right there is something that we don't even sometimes come out and express. What hurts us? Like, we're not gonna come in a relationship and like, this is what hurt. This is what's gonna hurt me. You know what I'm saying? This is what I can't stand. Unless it's something that's a conflict, some type of conflict, the norm conflict, cheating. You know what I mean? You not coming in when you're supposed to come in the house. You staying out late. You know what I mean? Like, we really need to understand that there's an underlining emotion that we let off. I'm sweating. I'm getting hot up in here.
Let me tell. Can I just say something? We need to take it to back in the days. And when I say back in the days,
when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
You feel me? Like, you remember back in the days when you used to be on you courting somebody, you be on the phone for hours talking, you got your little notepad out, and you writing questions, what you going to ask this person. Like, we need to take it back to days of asking questions, getting answers, retaining information, and just really getting to know that person. Like, what do you like to do on your spare time? Right. What's your favorite color? What makes you mad? What makes you sad? What happy?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Like, when you have that person's everything all like
I'm talking about. Yes. Yes.
What hurts you?
Yes.
What
yes.
Like,
that's
when you're dating back in the days, we used to ask our boyfriends these questions, or somebody on the phone, like,
okay,
you know what I'm saying? What do you do for fun? Oh, I go to Shabu, skate, and it's a movies, this and that, and that. What makes you mad? Oh, I don't like it. What are some of your pet peeves? Oh, I hate when people leave empty things in the refrigerator. And so you already kind of got an idea of what's this person's hot buttons, and you want to stay away from the hot buttons. You know what I'm saying?
I love my
so when you're dating, you know, like, damn, she did tell me that she don't like when blah, 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 blah. So if more people did that, like back in the days, take it back to the high school days, the preteens, the teenage years, we used to ask them 50 questions on a notepad and write the answers down. Like, we need to really do that. We need to be aware of the person that we're dating, the person that we're courting. Not just be trying to get in their drawers. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're really trying to get to know somebody, get to know that person, so that even if you're not trying to take it serious, you know enough about that person to know this ain't what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This ain't what I want. But you have to ask questions. Like, people ain't communicating enough. People ain't communicating enough. It's too much guessing. It's not enough. It's not enough reciprocation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you're saying, girl.
Can men really be 100% faithful? I don't know. I don't know if there's 100% faithful men out here. I feel like there's different forms of cheating. That's just my opinion. You might not be really like physically smashing a female, but if you're entertaining somebody on social media, constantly in somebody's inbox, it's a form of cheating, because it's like you're building a relationship with somebody else in some other type of fashion. You know what I mean? You might be like, oh man, you tripping. This dude live all the way in Chicago. Why are you mad about me talking to an old boy all the way in Chicago? But you know what it is? You and old boy from Chicago are building. You guys are constantly in communication, and you might not even be in constant communication like that with your significant other. So that's a form of infidelity. You know what I'm saying? Because the way that you're building with this person long distance, you should be building with your significant other right in person.
Right, but you're too busy doing something else with someone else.
And my thing is, if you're with somebody and you're always too busy, you better know that that's coming. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't make time for the person that you're with, what do you expect is going to happen? That's all I'm saying. Over time, what do you think is going to happen if you're not making time for the person that you're with?
Right.
Come on.
Right.
We're human. We all got emotions and feelings. I don't care if
we all have needs,
wants,
desires,
everything. You're not spending no time with your significant other. Somebody's
gonna be spending some time but for real. You know what I'm saying? And it may just be your closest friend. I'm just saying. You know?
And then you have the people that make the excuses like, oh, baby, you always tripping. I be at work. I don't got no time to cheat. People play at work. You got to look at the place that the person spends the most time. People build relationships there too.
For real.
There's a lot of people having side things at work because that's where they spend the most of their time. So they're making friends with people at work. They have worker friends, worker buddies. You know what I'm saying? Flirtation going on at work. So when people be like that, that's one of the excuses that kills me. Oh, I ain't got no time. I'm always working. Yeah, that's where you making the time at. The place that you spending the most time.
Exactly.
I ain't got no time to be doing all that.
I'm at work. Once they say that, you know you cheat.
I ain't got no time to do all that. I be hustling.
When I got time to do that?
I be hustling. I be in the street. I be hustling. I be trying to bring that money.
When is there time for that? Right.
It's always time. Let me tell you something. Somebody who want to get out here and cheat
will cheat.
They gonna make time for that.
For real, they will cheat.
It's always time. Nigga could be going to the grocery store to bring you back bread and water. In between the grocery store run, they gonna make time to go see somebody, call somebody, whatever. In between time, people make ways to do things that they really wanna do. So when you have somebody who's always making excuses as to why they can't mess with you, why they can't deal with you, why they don't have time for you, you gotta step back and be like, yo, is it even worth it? Because somebody who really want to do something, they're gonna jump hurdles and find ways and make ways to make it happen. And that's for sure. That's how you know the difference if somebody's really into you or not. If they ain't busting they're bending over backwards trying to make a way to get to you. And it's always, oh, I was caught up doing it.
All these excuses and shit?
Oh, nah. Let it go.
Yeah. Facts.
Let it go.
Facts. I'm sorry, Grammy. You know.
And that goes both ways. It's not just for the men, it's for women too. Like my sis said, she did a video earlier talking about side chicks and mistresses and women who feel like it's okay to be a side chick and all that. Listen, if we women made it harder for the men, it would be so difficult for them to cheat that it would be almost impossible. Because it takes two to tango. If a woman is like, nah, I'm not entertaining that, the man is gonna go to the next woman who he thinks is easy.
Right. And if she be like,
if the next woman who he thinks is easy is like, I'm not on that, he's gonna be like, damn, yo, let me just go back home. Because these women is really starting to have respect for themselves.
Oh, wow. You see how you put that?
Let me go back home because these women is really starting to wake up and have respect for themselves.
You see that?
Ain't nobody fucking with me. Let me go home and try to lay down with my girl.
That's powerful right there.
These hoes tripping.
Yeah, that's powerful.
These hoes tripping. And I could say from speaking from experience of being on both sides of the fence, and sometimes you be on the other side of the fence and not even know that you on the other side of the fence, okay?
Girl!
There's some women that actually want to be on the side of the fence, but then sometimes it's the women that don't even know they on the other side of the fence, okay? Until you start putting little Blue's Clues together. You feel girl. Like, wait a minute, what's going on? Why I can only see you at this time of the day?
Okay.
Why I can only, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Like, when you're not aware that you're on the other side of the fence and you start seeing things like, when you're younger, you can kind of use the naiveness as an excuse. But as we get to be older and we know red flags, like, we got to kind of pay attention to these red flags.
Facts. They'll try to pull one over you real quick.
I done been in situations where I really like the dude and I seen the red flags and kept going because, you know, you try to tell yourself, man, I really like him. I like the way he dresses. I like the way he smells. I like the way, but you know, deep down inside, something's off. You know, deep down, you might even know that, you know, that he's a hoe or he got a girl or whatever.
Your gut is telling you all of this. Your gut is telling you. Your gut is speaking to you.
But you're just so wrapped up in like, oh, I'm really feeling him. I'm really feeling him. Up in,
right. That's what it is because you can't not hold your composure. Right. And that's what it is because he's working it on you. Mm-hmm. And that's why you are just letting things go past you. You're so naive and gullible and shit because of it's well. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If it wasn't well, then you would be on your way. But because it's good.
And my thing is, you have the guy.
You just blinded and just, you know, oblivious about the whole, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Dignitized, right.
And then if a man tells you that he's going to leave his significant other for you, ladies, hello. The same way you get him is the same way you're going to lose him.
Yeah.
If somebody is willing to get up from something that they had for 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, and move along with you, you best believe you don't even have that much time in, he's going to get up from you and go be with the next person.
Facts.
Quick, fast.
Facts.
Quick, fast.
Facts.
Some of these men are throwing 8, 10, 15, 20 years away. Like nothing. Like nothing.
I just ate a lot of pasta.
That's why mine is still seeing. But, don't let nobody waste your time like that no more, ladies.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, y'all too. There's a lot of good men in the world that I could say, there's some of y'all out here that's looking for a good woman, and y'all want a good, and here it is. This is the part that kills me. They say good women are hard to find. They want a good woman, right? Oh, I'm a good man, and I just be catching the worst deals, the worst breaks. You know why they be catching the worst deals and the worst breaks? They're not really looking for no good woman. They're looking at the exterior. Mm-hmm. They looking at the physical. Exterior.
That's what it is. Everybody's so trapped on the physical.
They get them a bad bitch that look like a stripper or something of that nature, something of a reality show, right? Mm-hmm. That fits that stereotype of a bad bitch. Then they want this bad bitch to have all the qualities of a dope ass housewife. You know what I'm saying? And then because she's so bad, she don't got time to be spending all this time in the kitchen. She want to be out in the world showing out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She want to be out in the world going to functions. She want to be out in the world shaking her ass because she's a bad bitch. That's what bad bitches do. She want to get her coins. She want to model. She want to do calendars. She want to travel. She want to blah, blah, blah. And then just like she caught your eye, she got a million other admirers that's catching the eye too.
Yeah.
So then when she run you down and go with the next highest bidder, it's like, oh, I can't take it no more. You know, these women. No. Just like y'all said, we be picking the wrong dudes. Y'all be picking the wrong women and say y'all want a good woman, but y'all looking too much at the package.
Yeah.
Good. There's a lot of good women who come in bad bitch packages. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good women that the package might not be all glittery and curvy and whatnot, but she's gonna give you everything that you want and everything that you desire.
I don't got all them curves like my.
You feel me?
I don't have all that back there.
So some of us have to stop looking at the exterior. You know?
But I know one thing for sure, and I treat you like the king of all kings.
And we females are to blame too, because sometimes we look at the bad boys and the guys that they look like they a little rough around the edges and like, oh, he's, you know what I'm saying?
And I think that goes just as what I said earlier, what I mentioned earlier. Mm-hmm. Basically, us women attract the same men that our father is, however our father is, That's the same type of men we attract.
Yes, facts. Facts.
All the time. You may not even know your father, but don't even understand why you keep attracting the same damn guy.
Yeah.
That's your dad. You know what I'm saying?
Provider, but emotionally unavailable. If your father was a provider, but he was always emotionally available, you might tend to find some guys that everyone thinks are good guys because they taking care of home. They're a provider like daddy, but they're emotionally unavailable for you. Because they're the provider, they feel as though they can go out and go do everything else, and then you're satisfied, you're taken care of, and they feel like, I'm taking care of home. What's the problem?
Facts.
The problem is I need other things other than you taking care of home.
The other desires, baby.
I might want you to rub my feet. I want you to be home at a decent hour. I might want a massage. I might have cooked a big ass, dope ass dinner and want you to sit down and come to the table and eat with the family.
Candlelight by my bath.
You feel me? It ain't always about you providing for the household. What else do I need? I need love.
She ain't even lying. You know what I mean? Because we as women, we look for that.
Yes.
We look for that security as well. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't have it, then we go all over the place instead of us communicating like, babe, I don't feel secure.
Right.
Babe, I'm not feeling like you know what I mean? We say it during the times that they're probably like maybe on their way out to a sports game or something like that. Wrong timing. I'm guilty of it myself. Or maybe I won't even say anything and I'll just let it all pile up. And then when I can't take no more, then that's when I may have to explode and say some things that I really shouldn't say, because at that point, I'm fed up.
Right.
You might want to say it at the beginning of time, and as opposed to allowing things to pile up. That goes back with communication. See, everything falls with communication. If you don't communicate the shit, then nobody knows. Nobody knows, and even a clairvoyant still really will have to, you know, they're there, but you know, they still have to know some type of, they still have to feel something in order for them to be able to get straight to the nitty-gritty of things.
And this is another thing that kills me. When you with somebody who has been 100 and straightforward with you, laid all their cards out on the table, you get with this person because you was attracted to the fact that they lay all their cards out on the table and they tell you exactly how it is, what it was, what it's going to be like. And then you feel as though when you get in with them, you could do a 360 and make them change around to do something totally opposite of how they told you they was. If that's not what you was looking for and you accepted A, B, C in the beginning, you cannot get with that person and expect to get D, E, F. No, they told you A, B, C. And if you wasn't down with the A, B, C, you should have left ahead of time instead of trying to get them to do D, E, F. It's not going to work like that. You can't say you can't get with a woman and she's strong-minded, she's this, she's that, and then you get with her and you feel like you want her to be a doormat, weak, submissive, this and that and that. No, if you want somebody who's a doormat, weak, submissive, and this and that, then you need to go find that type of person. You can't be like, oh, I'm attracted to you because you're a strong woman and you got a strong mind and this and that. And then you get with them and you try to do control and manipulation. It's going to backfire. That's going to backfire.
And that manipulation, that controlling and that manipulation, that is something terrible. You don't never want to be in a controlling or a manipulative relationship. You don't want that. Okay? I've been in one.
Yes.
Well, you can't control me. That's the problem right there, is because you can't control me.
And that will make a lot of bucking. That will cause a lot of bucking in the relationship and a lot of fussing and fighting.
Yes, because I'm already a powerful woman alone. You know what I mean? So you can't try to control me. You can't tell me what to do. Give me suggestions. Let's talk about it. But on the other note, there was a lot of manipulating going on. You know what I mean? Big time. You know,
Don't try to tell me what to wear, how to do, how to be.
Oh, you
what
can't
to say,
do that because I've been doing this before you came along in the picture. This is what attracted you to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't wearing what I'm wearing, if I wasn't saying what I'm saying, if I wasn't doing what I was doing, you wouldn't be wanting me as you do. Right. You see what I'm saying? So don't sit here when we get into a relationship try to switch things over because of the fact that you like how I roll and you see that. You know, I caught your eyes and I'm catching the next guy's eyes too. Don't do that. Because at this point, I don't even want to deal with you. Because now it's going to be something totally different.
Right.
But you can't control me. That's what you can't do.
Sure can.
You can't control me. You know, you might be able to manipulate me a little bit because of the fact that I'm nice. You know, but when I feel as though I'm being walked over. Right. Then that's when the Sagittarian come out. Headstrong. You know what I mean? My arrow comes out, my bow. And I'm ready to, I'm targeting it at your head, at your dome. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I'm cool, chillax, and collective. Until that crossing you know. Yeah, that's a huge factor. You know,
Okay. So I just want to read some of the other comments that these people commented on the page. So I'm not going to call names because these people might not want their names to be called out. But a gentleman said for number one, yes, and which number one is, can a man be 100% faithful? He said yes, and for number two about is porn cheating, he said, what if we watch it together? I don't have an issue if we like it together. I think that's amazing if you can do it together with somebody.
That's because communication was a part of it.
Right. Right. Someone said it depends on what you consider quote unquote faithful, because sex is the end result of cheating. Depends on what you consider faithful. Mm-hmm. I think everybody's definition of faithful is kind of the same. I keep it real with you, you keep it real with me. I don't know how else some of these guys are trying to it depends on this, it depends on that. Like, faithfulness is faithfulness. You keep it real with somebody, they keep it real with you. I don't know how know how else faithfulness can be explained. I was about to say the name, but another man said, he said, I'm not cheating on my bitch. I love chocolate women. Wow. You can keep them caramel or light skin. I don't know what complexion have to do with anything, but he said, I'm not cheating on my bitch.
Number one, you're disrespecting her right there. What if she was like, I'm not cheating on my bitch ass nigga? What if she be like, I ain't cheating on my bitch nigga? Yo. Like, come on now. We have to be able to respect our woman, our man a little bit more than what we're doing. Like, I'm not cheating on my bitch. That is so high school term. Like, how old? You have to be like maybe 30.
I don't know maybe how 29, old this individual
maybe 28, is. Maybe 27, maybe 26.
But I will say this.
Day, you are like, come on, if you are going to
all women are not queens. So you do have to kind of put people
I didn't call her a queen. But if she's a bitch, then why are you with her?
Because he might be that type of dude.
So then you're a bitch ass nigga. So therefore, then it goes. Therefore, she should be calling you a bitch ass nigga. Period. But understand, you need to respect the woman, because even if she's not a queen, she does not have queenish ways. Understand that she holds the womb.
She doesn't have to be a female dog.
Period. She holds the womb. Okay.
So there's a brother that called himself.
I can't stand it.
I said I wasn't gonna name names, but it's funny because in the conscious community,
the female call themselves bitches all the time. Like, come on, ladies, come on.
In the conscious community, people be changing their Facebook names to all these different things: Ra, Tahuti,
Nectar, and
all these things. Man. If you're going to change your name,
you need to become of that.
But right, because
you need to become of that, because you should not.
A brother has a conscious name on here, but his response was not very conscious.
Come on.
So he said, "Nope, we all dogs."
Stop.
Now, how are you conscious and got a name like the name that you got for your screen? I'm not gonna put you out there.
I want to see it.
But how do you have this type of a name?
Okay.
You feel me? That's a stand-up name in the conscious community.
Oh yes.
That's the Egyptian name with a high meaning. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So for you to say, nope, we all dogs, laughing emoji, it's like, how are you a dog in your conscious? Because I thought conscious-minded men know how to.
Did you even say that to him?
To uplift his.
You didn't say that to him. See, we need to go live on Facebook with this. This is going to be another video. We are going to go live on Facebook with this because the audience that you have.
Yeah, and I got like over
the audience that you
people.
have right now on this.
They would have been jumping on.
They need to know because you're not sharing it the right way. You need to be tagging that same post and letting these people know that you are live right now.
I did.
Underneath that post, it needs to be underneath that. I'm about to send it underneath that post myself. Okay.
So listen, he said I have this conversation with people and women daily. They don't want to face it, but I'm just being real. Almost every man I done ever met, including my father, done messed around. It's just in a man's nature to be sexual with more than one woman. According to science, that is just in the black man's DNA, not in men's DNA. He said it's in the black man's DNA. So our brothers all have cheating in their DNA, apparently, according to this brother here. And he said it shows daily in society because that be woman's main problem with us. Most men can't keep their rods to one female. It's just nature's course of the black man. I said, but they get so upset when we go to other cultures. Not saying other cultures don't cheat, but the influences and upbringing and mentality a lot of times be set up different. Then now when I said that, he said, now I gotta be real. I don't care how much black women may get on my nerves at times. I ain't never leaving y'all alone to date another race. And going lesbian because you had a few bad men is an excuse. I done been hurt by a woman, but I still desire sweet black yoni. I'm never jumping to the other side of the fence. Okay.
You sound ridiculous. I don't want to. You just...
So he's being righteous because he's going to stay on the black side, but at the same time, you want to disrespect the black woman.
Right, yo, like, shut the fuck up.
So, okay.
I want them to be on this live right now. Let me try to get this together.
I know this individual that made this comment. I know them, and we have a good standing relationship. But he said he lives a polygynous life, so he would never have a problem with infidelity. I see your comment with infidelity.
That's wrong.
Okay, so my thing is this. I'm not gonna call your name, but brother, I do know you. And yes, you're not going to have a problem with infidelity because you already have everything that you need under one roof. Some men will have two women under one roof and still be out here being greedy, looking for a third and a fourth and a fifth, and still be doing inappropriate things outside of the home because they just can't get enough. So, you know, some men are easy to please and some men are not. To each one's own. You know what I'm saying? He said, as far as the porn, that was the first reality TV for real. It teaches boys how to please women from a particular sense and also allows them to not need so much of the woman's energy. However, porn can truly fuck your spirit up because you start to realize that half the women you sleep with are terrible in bed. Okay. So I said, I definitely understand your views on the porn. It can get excessive. I don't mind it, but someone I was with used to get offended at me looking at it, and that was true. They used to feel like that was a form of cheating. You know what I mean?
In which
it kind of can be if it's excessive. But if you're like, once again, like we said, if you're not giving the person that you're with time, love, affection, and attention, they're gonna look for other outlets to do so. And if it's not physically cheating, it might be another form of fashion. So is looking at porn cheating if somebody is not spending time with you? I don't know. I don't know if you can consider that cheating if that person's not spending time with you. It's not a physical act. Whereas the person who's not spending that much time with you might be physically showing signs of infidelity while they're out and about. So, you know, it's so many different facets. It's so many different facets to it. But I really wish that Facebook just got me on punishment for, like, they got me on the bench indefinitely. I can tell you right now, if I was live on my page, this thing will already be like 1,000 comments in already.
It still would be if you was sharing it right.
Let me share. Let me
try. I'm about to send the link underneath your page. Let me see.
Because I like to see the comments that's been talking, and I know for a fact this thing would have been lit. It would have been like boop, 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 boop. It would have had like 20 shares already, and people would have been jumping in like, yo, first of all, I know some of my Facebook, they get so passionate. They'd have been like, first of all, y'all women, you got some men that would have been jumping and attacking us like, first of all, y'all women, you know what I'm saying? They be quick to point the finger, talk about us women, but they don't like to take responsibility.
It goes both ways. You know, it goes both ways.
Y'all wouldn't be pushing us to cheat because y'all be nagging and y'all be da-da-da.
That's true. That's true. A lot of times that's true.
But let me tell you about the nagging.
That's the communication. It all goes underneath communication.
Thank you. Women wouldn't have to nag if the men was doing what they were supposed to be doing. Period. Okay. I have a son that I'm raising to be a man. If I tell him to take the trash out one time, and he takes the trash out one time, or better yet, I don't even have to tell him to take out the trash because he knows that that's his job to do, there will be no nagging involved. I don't have to continuously be saying, P, you want to take out the trash? It's trash day. P, go take out the trash. If I go back to the room 15, 20 minutes later and he's still on a computer and hasn't done what I asked him to do, then you're going to call it nagging? No. Actually, It's called a reminder because maybe you didn't hear me the first time. I told you 15 minutes ago, take the trash out. Now this time I'm coming back to give you a reminder. We do the same thing with our boys as we do with the men because they're actually grown boys, some of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not nagging if I have to give you a reminder to do something or to whatever, if it hasn't been done the first, the second, or the third time. That's when it becomes nagging. I shouldn't have to nag. Certain things should be just unspoken knowledge.
Right.
You know?
But again, this is what I'm saying. That goes back to the point of when I said that we expect men to know, like, their mindset is not where our mindset is. Like, they're like, I mean, don't take offense, fellas, but again, like, you guys are not as advanced as us, and that's just human nature. Okay, like, we can't expect for them to just. Some men, yeah, don't get me wrong. Some men, you guys are on point with it, but many of you men are not. You know what I mean? And it's a constant reminder all the time. Take off the motherfucking trash.
Right.
When it should be already second nature with you guys as well. You know.
I am. God damn. Look at that nigga breathe. I just got in the fucking damn. I'm gonna take it out. But
the thing is, we shouldn't even have to ask you.
That's where the argument's coming at. God damn, yo. Damn. How many times you gotta tell me to take out the trash? Take out the trash. You know today's Monday, right? You know today's trash day, right? Or tomorrow, whatever day it is.
Right.
Like, why should I, as your woman, have to keep reminding you to do something that is your job of the household? Like, it's not hard. Take the trash out. Like, if you had come in from a hard day's work and you have to always ask me, damn, you ain't cook nothing? What you gonna cook? You gonna cook something? You gonna cook something? And what if our response was, well, damn, yo, give me a fucking damn. I've been doing this all day. I'm on my period. I'm fucking blah, 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 blah. Nah, I didn't cook yet. Order something. Like, you would be looking at us like, what? A nigga can't get something to eat coming through the door?
Out and shit.
You know what I'm saying? You on your period? What that got to do? That's preventing you from cooking? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we feel. That's how we look at some of y'all like, what? Can a nigga breathe? What do breathing have to do with taking out the trash? What do breathing have to do with you can breathe on your way out the door taking the trash out. Yo. What?
I don't know, family, but I don't know. I think we're gonna have to get ready to.
Why is it marking your thing as spam?
I don't know what's going on.
It's not even telling me that on the thing. It's just saying you Shakina commented on your
page not found. This page isn't available.
This comment was marked as spam. Only you and Shakina ever can see this comment. Why? Yo, Facebook, can I just tell y'all? Facebook be hating
on you. Why is it always hating on you, yo? All right, family.
Show comment. Review options. Keep comment. This comment is now visible on your post. Okay, so I have to do that for everything you posted?
I didn't send it to Madison.
Well, why is it doing that to my page? Why is it? Yo, Facebook been really like doing me greasy. Facebook really be doing me greasy. First of all, they didn't tell me I was blocked from live. I never got a message saying I was blocked from live, but when I tried to go live, if I could show y'all what comes up on my screen, I'm going to show y'all what comes up on my screen when I try to go live. I'm going to show you. It says, sorry, please check your connection. You can record. You can record and post this later. That's so whack. Why do I want to record and be talking to myself when I can have the interactions of my over 4,000 friends to see their reactions on my live? Why would I want to record by myself and be talking to myself and not see the reactions and the feedback of the people? That defeats the whole purpose. Like, I don't know if they feel like I be saying stuff that's. And my last couple of lives haven't even been that deep. They just been like goofing off and you just, you know, saying stuff like, you got people on here dropping frozen gems left and right. They be messing with them heavy too, though. I don't know, family. I don't know. But I'm finna show y'all exactly what comes up. Start live video. I'm gonna show y'all what happens.
Live.
Oh, you see this? Do you see? Oh, so now they wanna. So now I'm allowed to get back on here. Boy, I tell you,
Yes.
yo, that's crazy. So now I have to title.
So end it and tell them you'll be back.
Oh, look! You see what I'm saying? People are already jumping on here.
No, you gotta add them in.
No, that's to bring them on camera.
Yeah.
That's to bring them on camera. I don't want to bring them on camera. Okay, y'all.
No.
Okay.
No. Bad production. Bad production. You gotta let them know that you're yeah. Bad production. You can't do it like that. You know, see, I'm into the media and you can't just throw on a video. You need to sit that shit up. You need to turn it into an angle. Get it out your hand. Because it's not just you. You might want to put it right here. So therefore and turn it so therefore it's, you know, facing like, you know, the viewers can see what
Facebook fucked around and let me get back on live. Oh, it's on and popping. It's on and popping. I'm sitting here thinking I'm still on punishment, trying to show y'all what's coming up on my screen. Hold on. I don't want Sister cuss me out because I'm definitely about to spin in her trash.
See that shit?
Like, Cece, come on now. Come on now, Cece. Get it together. You're not using your common sense tonight. Yeah. She be getting in my eyes. Yeah. Okay,
damn, so so we gotta.
Now that I know I could go, y'all was so excited.
I'm gonna. Oh, so now we get okay, family. We're about to go live on Cece's page right now. If you're coming from, I don't know where you guys are viewing from. If you're viewing from my page or Cece's page, but this is what you want to do. Right?
It's about to be. Oh, go ahead and title that thing. That thing got.
No, title it first. Yeah, title it.
I need to reapply my lipstick and everything. Like, girl, I'm so excited. I didn't even know I was back.
This is an ill video. This video has been going for some time now. I think I don't know.
This shit's
going about an hour or so.
This shit's about to be real illy in a minute. You already see the people popping in when they see. They're like, "Oh, she's live! Look at oh, she's live! Oh, they ain't seen my face on live in a long time. It's about to be on and
popping.
Can y'all just get prepared for some of the hostility that's about to jump out on this thing? Because it's going to be some hostility on here. It's going to be some love on here, but it's definitely going to be a bit of hostility.
Speak it.
Because some men
don't Did you go live yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Some men don't want to hear.
What is it? The truth?
They want to justify their actions. They want to justify their actions, and if their actions are unbecoming, yeah. So let's do this thing.
Peace, family. The 2 viewers that's on right now. I don't know if you see that. If you've seen the title, which is are men really 100% faithful? Are there any men 100% faithful? Are there? Can they be? Would they be? How can they be? And I'm so exhausted right now. Oh, don't start it yet. You have to turn it first.
Okay. Do you want to put it up on your phone thingy? Yeah. It's good right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at that.
I can't.
The girl is back live. Yo, what?
I can't.
I am too imp. And I don't have my real glasses on, so my sister's going to have to read comments when they pop up.
You got that.
Hey, can I just say, your girl is so happy to be out of Facebook Live jail. I didn't even know I was out of Facebook Live jail. Come on in, come through. Share the video because it's definitely about to get hot in here. This tea is about to be piping. This tea is about to be piping.
Speak to him.
Because I don't know if there's any men. I don't know if there's any men that exist that can really be 100% faithful. I don't know. Do y'all know? Are y'all out here? Are there any out here? I don't know. Let's talk about it.